just playing. Hi, I'm Lou, and the one covered in sand is Lily Ray. So we're making this little video for you today to explore something I've been thinking about for some time, which is play as a spiritual practice. Now, just as a warning, I'm still kind of getting to grips with this idea and sort of exploring it. So do bear with me, and also if you've got any thoughts on this, I'd love to hear from you. So do pop your thoughts in the comment section below. But you know, we live in a society where play, the word play, gets undervalued. You know, they're just playing, or do your work first, then you can go play, as if work and play had to be two different things and that work was more important. Or like playtime, as if you can kind of put time parameters around the behaviour and then just suddenly play and switch on play and switch off when it's not playtime. You know, I've even heard early years professionals say that they're not allowed to use the word play in their setting, because if they do, the parents get upset and they call it like self-directed learning time or something instead, because play is considered a dirty word. But I'm coming to the conclusion that play is perhaps the most important thing we can do as human beings. And I mean this in any age group as well. So I mean, we often talk about play in childhood, but I think adults need to play big time. And the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm thinking that there's a spiritual aspect to play. Now, I'm using a very specific definition about play here when I'm talking about it. I'm talking about a behaviour that's freely chosen, personally directed, and intrinsically motivated. So play could look very different depending on the person playing. Some people's play might be loud and moving about, very physical. Other people's play might be very solitary and quiet. Some people play with numbers. Some people play by moving their bodies. Some people play with art. So play, by that definition, could be anything, as long as it is freely chosen, personally directed, and intrinsically motivated. Now, I think there's something incredibly powerful about any behaviour that fits that definition, because if it's intrinsically motivated and we have free control over what we're doing, it is us expressing ourselves into the world. It is us finding what it is that we enjoy doing, what we're passionate about. And I'm sure we've all felt those times where we've been so immersed in play, we enter that flow state, and it's almost like it's coming from somewhere else, like it's not necessarily us, it's just being channeled through us. And this is where some really kind of incredible stuff of humanity's come from. You know, think about Einstein when he came up with the theory of relativity equals mc squared. He was playing when he was doing that, yeah? He was just playing with scientific formulae. Van Gogh, when he was painting, he was playing, and now we consider those amazing, great works of art. German educator Friedrich Froebel said 2 centuries ago that play is the highest expression of human development in childhood, for it alone is the expression of what's in the child's soul. I can totally see where Froebel's coming from with this, that when we're in that state of flow, we are expressing our true nature to the world around us, and that is how we connect with the rest of the world and be part of something bigger than ourselves, which is why I'm saying that play is a spiritual practice, because it's through this expression of authenticity that we truly understand ourselves, connect to ourselves. And it's also how we show up in the world around us and like offer our gifts if you like, to the village, and so it helps us connect with other people and of course with nature, the wider nature around us as well. So through play we can connect, we can feel part of something bigger than ourselves, which ultimately is what that's kind of spirituality is about. I mean, people do obviously get that from many different places, whether it's religion or family or community, but I think play as a regular practice could really support people's spiritual development. I also believe that perhaps a lack of spiritual development is one of the issues that this modern world has, and I believe that if people had more spirituality, more sense of purpose, more sense of belonging, that we wouldn't be living in these times of crisis, whether it be mental health crises, physical health crises, climate crises. If we felt more connected, then these things wouldn't happen so much. So I see that anything that helps nurture a person's spiritual development is going to benefit not just them, but also the wider world at large. And I think that play as a practice is an essential part to this puzzle. So Forest School is all about helping people get to that state of play, that kind of rich, freely chosen, personally directed and intrinsically motivated state of flow. So we are doing really essential work in this current day modern world. We're helping people get back to their authentic selves, to feel passionate about life, to find their gifts, their purpose, to build connection. And it's through play as a spiritual practice. So how do we do that? We need to know how to play ourselves. We need to model the energy of play to be able to do that. So how do you play? What do you freely choose, personally direct and intrinsically motivate? It's going to look different for all of us. There's no right or wrong to this, but we need to find our own true sense of play and do it regularly. I'm saying a practice because I think it's something that needs to be done on a regular basis. It does need to be practiced. I know some kids, they don't know how to play, particularly the older ones, because they're so play deprived. They're so used to people telling them what to do and trying to jump through hoops so that they meet the expectations of the adults around them, whether that's teachers or parents or whoever. They very rarely intrinsically motivate themselves or find out what speaks to them, because they're so used to being coerced by external mechanisms of sanctions and rewards, and they haven't really sat down and thought, well, what do I want to do? What do I enjoy? What am I passionate about? Where do I find a sense of meaning and purpose? And I think that hits people hard when they get to a certain age and realise that they feel that they haven't got any purpose or meaning, which of course is not true. Every being has purpose in this world, and we can help people find it through play. So go out there, play. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know how you play in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed this very random impromptu video. And if you've liked it, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel so you can join us in the woods or the beach today, next time. And thank you for watching. Play is an essential part of human nature. So where do we start? Be part of a non-judgmental community.
Where we head to the trees.
And the richness of nature when we head to the trees.